Hey guys, and welcome back to the live book launch for Cracking the Code to Success. I'm your host, Greg Rollett, here with Tracy Martino, one of the authors in the book. We've been talking about neuro-leadership. We've been talking about making ourselves less stressed and taking out those emotional dumpster fires in our life. Real quick, as a recap, again, what is an emotional dumpster fire and why are they bad for us?
They're bad in so many ways because we can't function properly, we can't perform properly because we're actually moving into the limbic portion of our brain. We're actually not using the frontal portion of our brain.
Which sounds like heavy and loaded, like sciencey stuff.
It does,
but
yeah.
Really it's stopping us, and when we just talked about it, I mean, it could be the cause of disease, it could be the cause of, stress levels, it could be the cause of so many bad things that if we don't pay attention to it, if we keep adding more to our plate as we climb the ladder or grow our business or grow our families, we need to find ways to stop.
We do, because we're constantly, as human beings, we're constantly adding more to our plate. And
Yeah.
I don't know if it's more of a status thing. It might be for some individuals. They might be addicted to that. And some people might be, unfortunately, forced to do that. Some people might be forced to work 2 or 3 or 4 jobs, and they get an emotional dumpster fire by no fault of their own. I mean, they're almost forced to.
Yeah. So the good news, we got some questions. People have been playing along, paying attention. Christine asks, Tracy, what are some ways to spot the patterns with the triggers? So you shared some of the examples of triggers, things like that. Obviously, hiring someone like you to spot the patterns is a great start. But if they want to kind of look at the triggers and spot them on their own, what are some tips you have?
Well, a lot of it actually is writing it down. So again, we are talking about, for example, like the status trigger. Let's say one of your triggers with that is when somebody says, let me show you how it's done. Or are you triggered constantly by somebody showing you other things in that nature, with status? But you have to write it down. You have to maybe take one side of a sheet of paper and the other and say, okay, these are the current patterns I have, and this is how I react. Yeah. But to highlight that actually with patterns, life is always going to show you flashcards of your life, and it's always going to show you things that will come up. And if you aren't aware of them, these patterns will continuously show up. And again, I guess the whole theme of it is being aware. You have to be aware of what they are. And if you're too busy to be aware, it's taking time to slow down, or to take somebody like me as a coach to say, hey, Christine, I'm noticing these are the patterns in your life. I'm noticing that a status trigger is something that's constant in your life, or a fairness trigger is constant in your life. And what can we do to do this so we can move on and be more productive?
I love that. So just talk to Tracy. Best thing you can do. TracyMartino.com, correct? Best place to do that. But B, if you want to start this on your own, write it down. And I love what you said, write down kind of the event.
You have to write down the event,
and then the emotion that it's attached to.
Oh, and also how your body feels with that.
That's, exactly. The emotional attachment.
Exactly. What's the emotional attachment with that?
Very, very powerful, cool stuff. Thank you, Christine, for tuning in today. Mark, thanks for tuning in today. He wants to know, what are some ways to actually establish these as habits, like the breath? It's good that I'm watching this, and I'm going to paraphrase from Mark now, cool, I'm watching this right now, so this afternoon I'll remember to take the breath. But then tomorrow morning, my boss yells at me, and I'm not going to remember. I'm caught in the moment. How do we make these actual habits instead of just cool things that we learned on a video?
Well, exactly, because a lot of times, again, we're going back to awareness, but let's say you have this argument with your boss. Maybe pick a word that's going to bring your attention to it. All of a sudden, you're fighting with your boss, and you'll say, change. Just that one word, change. Will all of a sudden remind you to go from head to heart and start that heart-focused breath.
Yeah, it's almost like creating a new trigger. When you have the negative trigger come into your life, you start the new trigger, change, and it puts you into that state.
Or another one I've used with clients, I say, BAM, be aware of myself. BAM.
I like it. Bam. And bam. With that said, TracyMartino.com. They can learn more. They can get on the phone with you. Just 15 minutes. They can talk about the things that are happening in their life, all the stresses, all these things, and how you can help them to overcome some of these emotional dumpster fires. Again, they're going to keep coming at you, but if you know how to react to them, it will really help you in not just in your business or in your career, but I think more importantly, the reason why we're in our business and our career, our families, our loved ones, the people that we care about, we can be better to them.
Absolutely.
I'm sure you're a better mom now. Not that you were a bad mom before, right? I'm not trying to go there, but you're a better mom now.
I'm much more effective.
Yeah, you're much more effective, and you probably have a better, deeper relationship with them because you're not in that emotional dumpster fire.
And my husband, a much deeper relationship.
Yeah.
And I'm I'm also coaching him, working the skills with him, and he's carrying that on to the people he manages.
Sure, Tracy. Thanks. Now there's one more thing I got. No, it's awesome. TracyMartino.com. If you have not yet, head on over to Amazon, grab a copy of the brand new book. Just came out today. That's cool.
I know. It's
That's
exciting.
pretty exciting.
It is exciting.
Just got word it hit 3 bestseller lists today already and climbing. So
oh my God.
That's not bad. I just literally got that text during the last break. So congratulations to you and all the other authors.
Thank you.
Go grab a copy. Amazon.com, cracking the code to success. TracyMartino.com. Thanks so much for being here.
Oh, thank you.
I had a
Thanks for
blast.
having me.
Learned
Me
a lot.
too. Me too.
We're going to take a very short commercial break, and we're going to be back with more from the live book launch from Cracking the Code to Success. We will see you in just a minute.